Hello and welcome back to my Pokemon Horizons review series. Today we are reviewing episode 48. Let's get started and I hope you enjoy. So we are back in Bowl Town once again for the second terrestrial test. This time we'll be getting Roy against Brassius, which was always going to be an interesting one because we have of course seen these two battle before, where Roy was massively outclassed. They arrive in the town and there's this giant art festival going on, which was really cool because it brought a lot of life into this episode, and a bunch of characters like Hassel from the Elite Four, Lico's dad Alex, and even Nimona were all here. I love how so far each of these tests is giving us more character moments and interactions for all of the Paldea characters. The theme of this episode is of course art, everyone making their own art pieces for this festival. They went in a pretty interesting direction that I didn't expect, with Roy being quite Ash-like in the way that he wants to dive in headfirst to a battle without stopping and thinking, which is why Brassius first tells Roy that he can battle after the festival, which makes way for a battle between Nimona and Roy. Nimona finally getting this battle that she's been chasing. You see Nimona take down Roy's Fuecoco with her Pawmot, and it starts raining mid-battle, which stops Fuecoco's flamethrower from doing much. And Roy gets a bit hung up about this and starts blaming the rain, which Brassius notices and tells Roy that he's not ready the way that he is. Go away and learn more by making this art piece with your Pokemon. It was a great direction that they took Roy's character in this episode, widening his vision and making him a little less battle driven. Also loved the whole art segment of this episode where our main trio are making their own pieces, and all of them fit perfectly. Lico making a paw printed art piece with all of her Pokemon, which reminded me of the one that Ash's Pokemon all made for him when he was about to face Brandon in the Battle Frontier. Dot was sculpting this Ferris wheel using Tinkertink and its ability to wield metal into anything, with the help of Quaxley and Roy's Wattrel to get it moving. And then finally Roy and Fuecoco were crafting a giant Charizard clay statue, which was awesome, using Fuecoco's flame to make it stay in place. I just love this whole trainer and Pokemon bonding together to create what's in their hearts, and Roy even called this piece I Want to Get Stronger, which added so well to this episode's dynamic. And then after this, Brassius is impressed with the art made by Roy and decides it's time to give him a chance. A rematch of last time, Sudowoodo versus Fuecoco, and I actually really enjoyed this battle. I thought it was better than Lico versus Katie, and also reminded me a bit of Ash versus Ramos, with Roy really having to look closely, take everything in and notice the small hints to give him the upper hand. At first he was just spamming attacks and not really getting anywhere, but when he notices that Sudowoodo is sweating and its substituted body wasn't, that's when he starts targeting the real Sudowoodo. And then we get the terrestrial battle with Sudowoodo turning into a grass type and Fuecoco remaining as a fire type, which I always felt like Roy was going to win at this point because this is basically giving him the advantage. But he brings out his flame charge, which was the only move that Brassius didn't know about, which gave him the element of surprise, managing to knock down Sudowoodo and then finish off with a flamethrower, winning Roy the battle and passing the test. I'm really glad Roy won this. I had a feeling because Lico lost, I thought Roy being a little more battle focused might get over the line here, and the episode in general was very good, very fun and enjoyable. The whole art theme worked so well, mixed in with this storyline of Roy wanting to get stronger and about him seeing battles in a different way and looking more closely. It was all just great stuff. He also had all these characters that made the episode so much better. Nimona showing off her skills in battle, Hassel and Alex showing off their personalities and passion for art, and then of course Brassius, who taught Roy a big lesson here, and one that will surely push him on to become a great battler. Just overall a fantastic episode, and I'm loving these test battles so far, and we potentially have the best one coming up next with Dot and Iono, but for this episode I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Let me know what your thoughts are. What is your rating out of 10? Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.